Faceoffs. Coach Stimmel was very concerned about faceoffs today. Reilly's just such a stud there at the dot this year.
Saw that the last few games was good against Lehigh, of course. Their standout faceoff man, Reilly, struggled a bit, but kept.
Just a good move, Jeremy. It's something we were one-on-one defensively there. It's got to give them credit.
Faceoff violation is Coleman. Faceoff loose in the middle and eventually picked up as the Hoyas trying to get transition going. Eventually Geddes brings it in. Zach, will he shoot? He does, and he hits it off the pipe, bounces out, and that'll stay Georgetown ball.
The outside, he lets Connor get top side.
Clean face-off win by Reilly coming down the stretch. Here's a shot off and in. Off the bounce as Alex Mazzone finds the back of the net. Hoyas with a pair of quick goals and a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, you know we love it when there's a pole goal, Jeremy. And Mazzone, this guy plays with such a big stick. He's such a long body, too. Watch. He's got time and space. Oh, you can't wait. Great overhand bounce shot.
So Mazzone with his 4th of the season. And the Hoyas, after Marquette hanged with them early, have put up some quick goals. Can Marquette answer? Down the middle, and they do as Cole Emmanuel off the face-off win goes right down Broadway and beats Owen McElroy.
Yeah. Coach Stimmel, that's exactly what they needed right there, Jeremy, because you see this game all of a sudden 4-1. Reilly's winning all the face-offs. Great face-off by Emmanuel right there. Comes up with the ground ball here. Defense holds. Gets him a shot from about 10 yards in. He buries it. That was a nice shot.
Hoyas had scored 3 goals in a minute span. So like you said, Earl, that was huge for the Golden Eagles to get one. Now a violation on the face-off that Kevin Warren not happy about.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that call was. I think he said that James held him, but didn't. The ref's going to talk about it.
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I think one had it one way, one had it the other. Okay.
So it will stay Marquette ball. Warren continuing his big scoring output as of late.
See the 2 men go. So the slide's got to come from somewhere. Somebody forgets. They rotate it up to the ball. Connor's standing there. No company.
Haley with the assist, his 20th of the season. The Hoyas the face-off one looking to pour it on. So Marquette sticking around early. And 1:43 left to go in our opening quarter. And face-off win. Now they'll blow it dead and say a violation on Marquette.
Yeah, I thought there was a hold right there on that face-off on Reilly, but
size of a computer screen to catch it. So, of course, Coach keeping his references timely and up to date as opposed to saying a book or a postage stamp or something like that.
Well, he would have lost us if we'd have said stuff like that, Jeremy. So he knows our education level, so we love Coach.
Under a minute. The Hoyas here will have a violation, so Marquette will get one last shot at this thing. It's one of those things where you look at this Marquette team, and Andrew Stimmel told us that, look, possession is going to be a big deal for us, but we got to try and win some of the face-off, not let them have it constantly. And you're right, it's just been Georgetown a barrage against Alieri early in this game, as we will have a violation, and that'll be Marquette ball.
A bit of a hold on James right there, I guess the call was.
Brought it over to Georgetown, wanted that energy on the sidelines, and that's what you see a lot with those good lacrosse teams. They kind of stay fired up, get fired up, and the celebration's a good way to do it.
Yeah, sometimes Coach joins in on those celebrations. We saw him get some air, didn't we? Here comes a shot.
Another long pole shot. This time it's saved by Alex.
Open.
Good crowd today, watching Georgetown show off all their wares. We were worried a little bit about a trap game type thing. Halpert with the pass, shot this time it's saved. Watson second chance, went for the dump shot, couldn't get it, and that's thrown away, and that'll be the Hoyas with that 10-3 advantage.
There's a violation. We had 2 going in right there. James moved a little soon.
It's loose from the zone, and now another violation, this time on the other Reilly, Matthew Reilly.
Yeah, officially very animate right there in his call too, Jeremy. He didn't like however he maybe had a stick. Now everything's perfect, okay. James does a great job right there, even though he knows he can't go early. He held on, wins it out to, that's Will, right? Will
Tomanovic. Right now, O'Grady's 38th goal this season. Foster with the assist. Georgetown with a spot here that they could use a nice possession that finishes with a goal.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they want to do right now. Get your offensive middies in. You know, we haven't seen enough Bundy today. Let Bundy maybe touch the rock.
Called for it.
Just that the long stick gives. So easier for Alex to find the open man right there to make that pass. Trippy's a great feeder as well. Played a lot of attack over his career and just does a great job feeding the ball.
Geddes trying to get the round ball and eventually does. What hustle by Zach Geddes. Goes goalward, loses it for a second. Will he take a shot or find a friend?
Easy.
And of course, Leary, his most famous score of his career came in that game against Villanova, his hometown team last year, scored the game-winning goal.
Huge.
As Marquette shooting here wide of the cage, and you couldn't play it any better. Is that two?
Yeah, and I think those goals, 3 for 5 on extra man. That's not making Coach happy right now. Again. Well, for 12 wins, 8 for Marquette here in the second half, as they're going to start off with a possible win right here. No, I think he kicked the stick. No? Okay.
So will be Marquette ball to start it off, as Warren told us about that. Said the man-down defense needed to improve, and it has not. And so far in this game, Marquette 4 of 6 on man-down chances. And again, the Golden Eagles, solid, scrappy team right now. Would be a little bit better, obviously, if they had a lot of their 15th assist of the season for Trippy. He's been such a big addition coming over as a transfer. Boys for another face-off win.
He's just
Trippy has come on as his scoring's gone down a bit, though he has had multiple goal games the last 6, 2-goal games the last 2, but he has worked on his feeding, obviously, and it's been a big deal here as this will go over to Marquette. Find his teammate, but O'Grady just plucked it out of the air for his 40th of the season. Face-off win by Emmanuel. Will he shoot it again? Gets checked from behind. Good play coming from Alpert.
We go the other way.
Leary will throttle it down, and the Hoyas will get their offie right there.
I think it's number 9. I'm predicting right now it's number 9 on the SportsCenter at 11 tonight.
Marquette with the win, so after early domination at the dot by Georgia.
Sometimes it's a two-way street. It frees up your man and to get that open shot.
Different guys have big games. Obviously, Watson's kind of emerged maybe as the top guy, but there's a lot of guys who had big games so far this season. And there's a lot of camaraderie on this team as well, where it's kind of like, hey, as long as somebody's getting the goal, we're good with it.
No call.
And now a timeout called. As Andrew Stimmel will take it, and we will take one at Friday. So the Hoyas doing some under the lights in 2 of their last 3. That before the Big East semifinals on the 5th of May, and those will be here in D.C. and the championship game on the 7th. As for Marquette,
like one individual, and but boy, Big East freshman of the year, he's definitely got to be in the running.
Yeah, and it's with Coach Stimmel told us, he said, look, you know, the way we were originally set up with the upperclassmen we had, he was just going to be a catch and shoot guy. That's all he was going to do. And then
I'm afraid to absorb a hit too. If he gets a hit right there, he's just a tough guy.
Marquette ball. signal as the officials didn't come in, kind of looked at each other for a second as it bounced out. Now a violation and Georgetown ball.
You know who knew it was a Loyola coming up on Tuesday night? A Loyola team that, you know, they want to find their way into the playoffs. They probably need to win the Patriot.
The very next game, they lost in an upset to Princeton, who at the time was pretty lowly ranked, but now a top 5 team. So a game that maybe doesn't look as bad in hindsight.